Today I'm reviewing the Farmacy 10% Waterless Vitamin C Serum. And really quick, I just want to say, I purchase these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsors or videos. So if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check my Patreon community, or click on the links below. Lincoln's here. You can see his big tail. He was kind of naughty last night. He brought me something dead from outside. It was disgusting. So thanks for that, Lincoln. It was wonderful.
Yeah, but who had to clean it up?
You did, because I freaked out. It's like, ugh, that's gross. Lincoln found something, I don't know what it was, but anyway. Or what happened,
It was a mole.
It was gross. A vole? I don't know. I hope it was already dead.
Lincoln wants to give you a kiss.
No way. No way, Muffin. No, you're gross. Gross, gross. Anyway, okay. I know how you stop dogs from doing that, but whatever. Okay, so they say it's a 10% vitamin C serum that visibly brightens, targets dark spots, and reduces hyperpigmentation with a waterless formula that's gentle on skin. So, let's get to the first criteria, which is packaging, and they seem to have the same issue that so many other brands have. Okay, first I'll mention this whole thing is recyclable. That is wonderful. The bottle does tend to leak, so if you leave it laying down, it will leak. Just like Timeless, just like the Allies of Skin, old packaging. I don't know why. Can any brand not figure this out? Why is vitamin C so leaky? Anyway.
It's very slippery.
I don't know. Anyway, so they seem to have that same issue. It's so just don't travel with it. Keep it upright. It's annoying, but I mean to be whatever. Anyway, so it's annoying, but at least it's recyclable, I guess. So we've got that going for us. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. It really doesn't have much of a scent, kind of the hot dog scent, a little bit. Not terrible, but it does contain bitter orange extract, tangerine extract, and sweet orange extract, which are typically used for their scent. So maybe that's why the scent of this isn't as noticeable as other vitamin C serums that are really strong smelling, like SkinCeuticals. Anyway, I wish I have just left those out, but whatever. The manufacturing location for this one is the U.S., so no issues with that. I'll do a pH test, but I want to mention since it's a waterless formula, the pH isn't as dependent as if it were like in a water-soluble formula. So the pH shouldn't be a huge deal with a waterless formula because it's more stable. So anyway. So let's see, the pH of that looks to be right around 5.5, I would say. So no issues with that since it's a waterless formula again. Ease of use, so it's got a kind of a hydrating texture to it. Oops, I spilt a little bit on the table. I don't want to do that. But it smooths over skin really easily. It kind of looks very greasy at first, but if you let it sit for a few minutes, it will absorb a little bit better and won't feel as greasy. So if you have very oily skin, I don't know how some of you might feel about that. My skin's pretty dry, so I don't typically mind it. So I recommend applying it to clean, dry skin morning and evening. Personally, I think you're better off being sure to use the vitamin C serum in your morning routine before your sunscreen. And then your evening, use whatever other actives you wanted, like retinoids, exfoliants, azelaic acid, whatever else. Instead of using the vitamin C twice. And vitamin C typically, when it's ascorbic acid, has a kind of a reservoir effect where it soaks into your skin and still works even like hours after you've washed it off. It stays deep in your skin and still keeps working. So anyway, but the initial greasy feeling isn't most pleasant. It kind of reminds me of the one from The Ordinary where it's the ascorbic acid. I think it's the 8% and Alpha-Arbutin. It has like kind of a greasy feeling at first, but eventually it does soak in. Although for oilier skin types, I don't know how well it will soak in, but anyway, that was my experience with it anyway, so there we go. Okay, beneficial ingredients in this one. So we've got 10% ascorbic acid. It's a good percentage for sensitive skin types. Typically, a great concentration that's been researched is between 5 and 20%. You'll see a lot of 20% ones out there. Not so many on the 5%, but 10% is becoming more popular now. Timeless came out with a 10% version, in addition to a 20% version. Ascorbic acid boosts the skin's own collagen production. It fades hyperpigmentation, fades brown spots. If used under sunscreen, it boosts the UV protection and helps protect your skin from sun damage. Oxidizes very easily in the presence of light or air. More stable in waterless solutions. Ferulic acid also helps with the double the photo protection of vitamin C, which is why a lot of times you'll see ferulic acid and vitamin E in the same product, although I don't think this one uses vitamin E. It does have ferulic. It does have, hang on. I don't think it does have vitamin E, so. But it does have the ferulic acid in there, so. If you have sensitive skin, I would recommend probably starting out with something like 10% a day, and maybe use it every other day and slowly work your way up. There's just not a lot of ones that are 5%. Claire's does, the Claire's vitamin C drop, but I'm not a huge fan of that one. But it seems to work well for a lot of other people, so. Okay, and then we've got Betaine, which is a sugar beet-derived humectant. Gives skin protection and hydrating properties. Then we got Alpha-Arbutin, which is a naturally occurring version of arbutin, which is has potential skin brightening benefits, and depigmenting agent. Then we've got that ferulic acid, which doubles the photo protection of vitamin C. Ferulic acid, great antioxidant. Let's see. Ferulic acid by itself is a great addition to products that can penetrate the skin and has protecting properties against UV damage like vitamin C. And then finally, we've got lactic acid, which when used in small amounts, it has a hydrating benefit and can function as a moisturizer instead of an exfoliant when it's used in small amounts. So I would love to see them include vitamin E in this, because why not? I mean, there's a lot of research that shows ascorbic acid, ferulic acid, and vitamin E are the trifecta you want, and they all three work so well together. They kind of missed an opportunity to do that. But anyway. Okay, in terms of animal testing, this is vegan, gluten-free, and cruelty-free, so that's awesome. Performance, so it's starting to soak in. It's still shiny, but once you apply like your sunscreen or moisturizer over it, it will help a little bit, but does a great job, works very good under sunscreens, brightens skin a bit as well. I didn't have any issues with sensitivity with this one. And the nice thing is there's no acneogenic ingredients of note. Maybe that's why they include vitamin E, because it is slightly acneogenic for some people. I don't know. But for acne-prone skin, no ingredients of note. So that's wonderful. And a lot of, maybe if you're sensitive to vitamin E, maybe this one will stand out because it doesn't contain it. I don't know. Okay, so we get to the downside of this one, and that's the price. So this is a full size, 1 ounce, 30 milliliters, retails for $50, although compared to like SkinCeuticals, it's like almost free when you think that one's like $160. So, but compared to some other more affordable ones like Timeless or Geek and Gorgeous, it's still pricey. In terms of the it factor, it's a nice vitamin C serum. For the high price tag, I would love for this bottle not to leak as much, but you know, if you keep it standing up and make sure it doesn't fall over, and if it falls over, it won't leak instantly, but if you leave it like that for hours, you may notice a leak. And maybe that's just maybe it was just me. I don't know. It could be. If you want really more affordable one, the Geek and Gorgeous or the Timeless are the two I'd also recommend. But this one's also really nice and a good amount. And anyway, yeah, overall a decent product. I'm curious if Farmacy will be able to keep making this fresh. I know this waterless formula is more stable. I wonder how long they'll keep this on their product roster, because brands with vitamin C's, big brands especially, don't seem to make them fresh. They like to do like one batch every year or something. So we'll see. At least I know Timeless and Geek and Gorgeous typically are pretty fresh. So anyway, with a 10 being a perfect score, I gave this one a 7. It's decent, it's good, but pricey. So anyway, interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to check this one out yet or not, and if you have, what your thoughts are. So leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.